Hi, I'm Eric. I'm one of the trainers at the Fair Ministry. We use a wordless book with no words. When you come out to volunteer to be a storyteller, we use a wonderful evangelistic tool that the Child Evangelism Fellowship Ministry has provided for us to use. As you can see, there's just no words. For those who are not experienced with such a tool, there is hope because we have the similar tool with scripts and illustrations on it. Let me show it to you. All right, you see that? It says scripts, and it gives illustrations how to hold it, so you could be literally a grandmother reading the storybook to boys and girls and grandma and grandpa. Okay, let me go over some things about the tool that for you to use. Okay, like for example, the illustrations will teach you how to hold it. You don't hold it up here, you don't hold it down here to read. You kind of hold it in front of you so you could tell the story and look at the people's faces. And other things that it has, let's turn the page and find out. You see, we have a script for the storyteller. All right, like for example, it literally goes through the story. And all you need to be is like a grandmother telling the story to grandchildren and grandparents. Okay? And once you get comfortable, once again, it's the same story as the storybook with no words. You just have scripts to use to tell the story. Now, once you get comfortable and a little experience in telling the story, you could use two things to bring back the story of the page. One, there's highlighted words. You see the highlighted word? It says why. All right, why gold, boys and girls, mom and dad? Well, why? Well, gold is representing a wonderful place. You know, and they say it's so wonderful that the streets are lined with gold. And wouldn't you like to be up there one day? And you go and you develop the story from that point on. And another example of a highlighted word, it says no more. No more crying up there. There's nobody ever gets hungry there. Nobody ever gets sick there in heaven. Isn't that a nice place to be there, boys and girls, and mom and dad? And also we give illustrations. If you can see the happy dolphin and the happy mama kangaroo, the little baby kangaroo, you know, waving his hand, that gives you an illustration that God created everything, the heavens and the earth, and, you know, the mountain, the birds, and the flowers, and the butterflies, and you and I. And most importantly, you know, he wants you and I up in heaven because he created heaven. So you could see how illustrations bring back a paragraph of the illustration of that particular page. I'll use other examples. Like for example, the green page for growth. There's a tree and a beautiful grass and a beautiful lake. All right. The green leaves and the green grass are a representation of us growing as Christian believers. The leaves and the grass need sunshine and rain for them to grow. And so we need certain things for us to grow spiritually. Then you get into, what causes us to grow as a Christian believer. So once you get comfortable with the story, you can eventually, use the highlighted words as well as the illustration to tell the story. And eventually, the goal is, once you understand the story of each page and the Bible verses behind the pages, you could graduate to using the wordless book without any words. And this way, you could have a very captive audience. The ministry tool is just a simple way to express the gospel to young children, to college students and grandparents. And once you finish the story, we do give them a gift because we invite people into the tent to listen to a story and you get a gift. The gift is we give them a wristband with the same colors. The wristband you see me turning has the same colors as the storybook. We give this to the teenagers and adults. Children get this colorful beads here. Same colors of the story. as a review, as well as a gift, as well as for them to go home and share this newfound story and newfound faith to their friends and parents and their neighbors. Also, we give, as a reward, a little booklet that reviews the same colors as the storybook. And inside there's a little cute little storybook with the same colors as the storybook, so they could use the storybook and say, "Hey, Mom, I'd like to tell you a story that I learned at the state fair." Yes, we do give free Bibles, and we give information for them to register to sign up to mailbox Bible clubs, so they could send things in the mail for them to learn about a particular lesson. They fill it out and they send it back, and they get a reward, and they find out the answers and get another lesson. So that's the mailbox Bible club. And we have other goodies that we give the individual story listeners as they come. So what I'm encouraging you, when you come out to learn to share the story with the wordless book, there's hope. If you don't know or not familiar with the story book and the details, we have hope. We have, we have scripts and illustrations for you to be able to tell the story. Right. Y'all come on out. We need storytellers of all ages. See you there.